look at the insurance ecosystem, we have a lot of places within the insurance value chain that insurance value is being lost. So we have a lot of leakages within the value chain, and this leads to losses across the insurance industry. So if you look at digital transformation projects, institutions may be going into this transformation project without having a proper focus on the area that they need to focus on. So where are we losing most value as an insurance company? So where should we focus our attention on? So because of that lack of focus, then you may be doing a digital transformation project that does not necessarily answer to the needs of your particular entity. So having a very focused view of what you need to achieve as an insurance company then will assist in the success of any digital transformation project that you are doing. And I think what we have seen is, especially from an AI and digital transformation perspective, once that focus is in and a company is able to pinpoint the particular area of the business they want to transform, then we see a lot of value and benefit coming from AI and digital transformation. So if you look at the whole insurance value chain, from customer acquisition all the way to customer retention, there are areas that insurance companies can enhance and generate value from that. So if you start with how you are acquiring your customers, are you using digital channels? And with digital channels, you have a lower customer acquisition cost as an example. If you look at your claims process, which digital tools are you using? Which AI agents have you implemented to, let's say, minimize the level of fraud within your business? If you look at your customer retention strategy, are you using the customer data you have to enhance the level of customer touch points, to enhance the level of customer loyalty that you ultimately end up having, so that you end up retaining a greater portion of the customers that you have? So it's value that can be gotten across the whole value chain. Yeah, so if you look at the regulatory environment, it's a very accommodative regulatory environment. If you look at the measures and the regulations that the regulator has put in place, it has laid the foundation for the success of these digital transformation projects. And when it comes to the measurement of the strategies that you have, to, let's say, look at how effective those strategies are, you can look at key metrics. You can look at, have I been able to increase the level of my customer retention? Have I been able to reduce the level of fraud that is coming through my system? Have I been able to fast track my claims processes within the institution? So along each journey of the value chain, there are key metrics that businesses can have, and they are able to measure the effectiveness of the strategies.
I think it's the fact that the extent, the penetration of insurance is still low. Even though recognizing that if we look at the different channels over the last 5 years, we've seen tremendous growth in some of these channels, including bank assurance. And at ICLN, we believe in applying an omni-channel process where we can switch between the various channels in order to ensure that the customer experience is maintained. It is important that we grow that penetration, and one of the things we have to ask ourselves, and we continue to address, is how we can have more inclusive insurance, more products that are priced appropriately, and also where we meet our customers. We have to meet the customers where they are, and to have embedded insurance going forward. And we're starting with that in mind, and then looking to introduce additional products, but also making sure that we have within our portfolio that resilience required to serve every segment of the population. So penetration will increase when coupled with digital ecosystem engagement. That will enable us to serve our customers quicker and to increase the insurance to as many people as possible.
One of the things that I think that has been missing in insurance is how we deal with our customer. and we are gradually and I think not gradually but rapidly expanding customer centricity, because what we are finding is that the needs of the customers are changing, and also at the same time the demands are also more, because their customers are also aware of their rights. So as insurance industry, we are actually making sure that all our people, everybody who is dealing with customers must become customer centric, provide all the information that a customer requires, and at the same time, in our claims experience, we have to improve so tremendously, because we want to make sure that our client, because they rely on the promise we make, and that promise is important. And the only way we can supply that promise is that if we look at the claim, we make sure that that claim is settled properly. If it's not payable, we must tell them why it is not payable. They must know the reason. One of the areas is for the young people, we should be going more digital. But for the informal sector, we need to be there to make them aware of insurance covers, because they are not really aware of the benefits of insurance. So we have to go and sell it to them. We have to explain it to them. So awareness is extremely important, and that's where the whole industry should come in together and be talking about what we can do for the informal sector by giving them more support, giving them the right solutions, so that they benefit. So the premiums have to be small, the covers might be small, but they have to be widespread.
Forum is extremely important at this stage because the technology is moving at such a fast pace that if we don't keep up with it, we will end up suffering as an industry, and also we may end up suffering as a region. So trying to bring the industry together and helping the industry be able to increase our insurance penetration, ensuring that we can reduce the cost of insurance, the cost of servicing, and enable the technology to do that is a critical moment. We have 60 insurers in Kenya, and of course they need technology to be able to differentiate themselves from each other. The fact that we have 4 CEOs here, probably for the first time ever, the 4 group CEOs and a few others in here, on a subject that is technology and not insurance technology and not just insurance, is an indication that the industry is taking it very seriously. Of course, we also need to ensure that we're able to give them the solutions they require, but also so that they are not all working separately, but they can work together to be able to collaborate, because the industry requires collaboration. It performs better when you collaborate. The challenges that insurance needs to settle or help are not small, they're insurmountable. I mean, climate change, cyber risk, health insurance, those are massive. And being able to find ways in which technology enables that process, enables them to stop talking about demos and pilots and actually having outcomes and impact and actions is something which we hope we can help them in that journey. So it's now important on us as an industry. It's now important on us as an industry to provide the tools that enable more people to be able to buy and afford insurance, so that at least they are better off even when they have an accident or when there's a risky incident that happens to them, that they can actually recover from it. So yes, I think the next 5 years will be positive, partly also because technology is coming in to enable it, make it easier. Technology is enabling for people who could never get insurance, or companies that could never have offered insurance to now offer it at a much cheaper price, to be able to get to service people who require service afterwards better. You get them where they need to be gotten, but at the end of the day, insurance is now coming to where the need is, as opposed to you going to the insurance company. So that's becoming, I would say, it's like M-Pesa changing how technology payments happen. Insurance also trying to change how they get to you and how they get to where you are, as opposed to you going to them. Yeah.